today I'm gonna rank the top 10 strongest units in toilet tower defense. If you agree with this list and also want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys like and subscribe right now. Either way, let's start with number 10. Clocking in at number 10, we have none other than the green laser cameraman. So to anyone confused that might be confused why a green laser cameraman is in the top 10 list, let me explain why. The green laser cameraman is debatably hands down the best starting unit currently in toilet tower. It's not only one of the cheapest units to upgrade to have really high damage per second, but it has really good range, and it also has a stun ability on stronger toilets, and absolutely locking in himself at the number 10 spot. Coming in absolutely hot for the number 9 spot is going to be the large laser cameraman. For anyone wondering, the large laser cameraman takes number 9 spot over some other mythics that we'll talk about later for one of two reasons. The biggest reason the large laser cameraman beats out other units and makes himself number 9 is mainly because of his stun protection. Most mythic units have zero form of stun protection whatsoever. The large laser cameraman is actually resilient to some stun units. For example, the large explosive barrels come in, he can actually protect himself against them. The large laser cameraman has one of the widest ranges in the game. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's tied for the highest range in the game. So with that being said, the large laser cameraman absolutely locks up number 9, and there's not a debate here. Coming in at our number 8 spot, which might cause some controversy, is going to be the Spider TV. The reason why I think this unit is gonna summon some controversy is because a lot of people think the Spider TV should be higher up on the list. However, I assure you, everything higher than the Spider TV, you would agree with it as well. In no way, shape, or form is the Spider TV a bad unit at all. It's actually really strong. That's why it's in the top 10. However, it isn't as high as other units, mainly due to its damage per second. As we get higher up on the list, you will see the damage per second of other units is kind of crazy. But for example, the reason why the Spider TV is number 8 and not like number 9 or 10 is because of its stun immunity. The Spider TV is one of the few units in the game that literally just does not get affected by stun in any way, shape, or form. I'm pretty sure it's because it's a movable unit, and most of the movable units do not get stunned. Either way, our Spider TV is going to get locked in at number 8. Congratulations. At number 7, we easily have the hottest take of the entire list, and that is going to be the Scientist TV Man. The only reason why I think this unit's going to be a hot take is because I think a lot of people undervalue the use of the Scientist TV Man. After so many strong units came out into the game, it's completely overshadowed the true strength of the Scientist TV Man. Do you guys now remember on Turkey Town the only reason you guys were able to live? Yes, it was the Scientist TV Man. But obviously, that's not the sole reason that the Scientist TV Man flew in at this rank. It's actually due to the utility of this unit in the game. To fully max out the Scientist TV Man, it's not that expensive. It's actually pretty cheap, and you get 200,000 guaranteed health. And something that's also completely overlooked is the amount of damage the Scientist TV Man actually does, which is a great trivia question to ask because I don't know if anyone knows. Does anyone know how much DPS the Scientist TV Man does? I don't know. That's a mystery that will eventually get solved. However, today we are not going to solve it. We are going to keep our scientist at number 7. Number 6 on the list should come in as a shock to literally absolutely no one. Number 6 is in fact going to be the Mace cameraman. Admittedly, the Mace cameraman is on the very high end of damage per second. However, it slips in at number 6 instead of being at 5, 4, or 3 because of how slow it attacks. For example, just at level 1 and level 2, its cooldown is 5 and 4 seconds, which would make some people say,
well, Hopeless, that makes it garbage. It can't even do anything.
But that's also not true. The Mace cameraman is essential for when you're doing speedruns of Nightmare mode, and for that reason, I'm gonna put the Mace cameraman at number 6. Also, just because it is insanely strong. Like, how are you gonna have one of the highest damage per second units not in the top 10? That just doesn't make sense. On top of this, the Mace is also uniquely good, as it is another one of the exclusive units and units in the game that has its own stun protection that doesn't need help from no other man to stop himself from getting stunned. So for that reason, the Mace cameraman is going to slot in at number 6. Moving on to number 5. Coming in as another hot take on the list, number 5 is in fact going to be the Secret Agent. If you're wondering why the unit like the Secret Agent could be placed so high up on the list, that's because it's literally the highest single unit damage in the game. If this wasn't in the top 10, then I don't think I'm doing my job correctly. Once the Secret Agent is all the way maxed out, my boy can be doing all the way up to 200,000 damage. Sure, Buddy can only press his button every 30 seconds or so, but as long as he doesn't get stunned, you can just sell him, place him down again, watch him press his button, sell him, place him down again, and watch him press his button. And it's for those reasons why the secret agent is going to sneak his way all the way into the top 5. On to number 4. This next unit will probably come as a surprise to some, not because it's so high on the list, but more so because it's so low. Coming in at number 4, I actually had the upgraded Titan cameraman. I know a lot of people are probably going to absolutely hate me for this take, but trust me, you gotta hear me out. Once you see all the other things that start coming in on this list above the upgraded Titan cameraman, you'll understand. In no way, shape, or form is the upgraded Titan cameraman a bad unit. He's actually a phenomenal unit, literally one of the best in the game. He's literally top 4. But the main reason that puts it at number 4 and not higher is because it maxes out at a DPS of 49,000, which recently got nerfed. It doesn't exactly do that same amount of DPS anymore because it lost its cooldown effect. But the UTC is also this high above things like the Mace because of its stun protection as well as its ability to still do a bunch of damage in a very fast amount of time. But it also takes a bunch of money to fully max out, like a lot. It's one of the most expensive units in the game, which makes sense because it is the literal upgraded Titan camera. It also just takes an insane amount of time to get to his AoE damage. Like I'm sitting here, I'm waiting to show you guys his AoE effects, and he's already level 5. It costs 8,000 upgrade again, and I still don't even have his area of effect damage yet. Finally, at level 6, he gets his little area of effect bubble, as you can see right here. And due to how much it costs for him to get up to that effect is the main reason why he slots in at number 4. Now on to number 3. I know you're probably confused considering we're still already in the same map, Hopeless. What's going on? Well, this is probably going to be a hot take, but it's the unit that you've seen literally in every single map I've played so far. It's actually going to be the Santa TV Man. And if you disagree with this, then frankly, I disagree with you. Without the Santa TV Man, we would not be able to get nearly as far on literally any single map ever if we didn't have the Santa TV Man. It's hands down the best farm unit in the game, and not only is it the best farm unit in the game, it is amazing. The Santa TV Man at a cheap price of what, 200 to place, and it's cheap amount to upgrade it, you make your money back on the Santa TV Man like after 3 rounds of each upgrade. So for example, I upgrade here in 6 rounds, I just made my money back there. He's literally a unit of a gift that just keeps giving, and that's the reason why he's going to slot in at number 3 for us today. Things are about to get heated. Who comes in at number 2? Between the 1 and 2 spot, it was a super close fight between these 2 units. However, the unit for me that took the cake at number 2 is in fact going to be the Sinister Titan TV Man. I'm sure you guys know who's coming in at number 1. However, as of right now, we have ourselves the Sinister Titan TV Man. This unit comes in at a whopping 49,000 damage per second, and it also obviously has some sort of slowdown splash damage with its snowballs. Maybe it's just deceiving to my eyeballs. However, I'm pretty sure he does some type of slow effect. But obviously, these units near the top do way better when they have a bunch of splash damage. So for example, the Sinister Titan TV Man obviously ends up ranking higher compared to a lot of other units because of its splash damage. So not only is it doing 49,000 damage per second, it's doing it in that small radius of effect where its snowball lands every single time. And so for this reason, with that splash damage, the Sinister comes in at number 2 above any other units. However, while I have your attention here before we go to the number 1 spot, I did want to put in some honorable mentions. So at number 3, instead of the Santa TV Man, something that we could have put down there instead is actually the Present Godly. I actually meant to say that, but I said Santa TV Man instead, which I'm like, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. But honorable mention is the Present Godly. That would probably be number 3. Also for the same reasons as a Sinister, because of its splash. Also an honorable mention to this list in general is just going to be the Frost DJ Speaker Man. Unfortunately, we cannot find a place for him on the list. However, I feel like it would be a true sin not having him on here somewhere, as he's literally one of my favorite units in the game and one of the best economically friendly units, starting units, and just altogether unit. Either way, without further ado, let's see what clocks in at number 1. Ultimately, probably surprising no one, at number 1 on the list, we do have ourselves the upgraded Titan Cinema Man. I've been waiting waiting to get my hands on this unit, and thanks to you beautiful viewers that watch these videos, I was finally able to get him. Obviously, the UTC, the upgraded Titan Cinema Man, comes in at number 1. Obviously, for its obscene amount of damage that it does. It has the most amount of damage per second in the game, while also doing AoE damage early. So for example, it's way better than the UTC, as our upgraded Titan Cinema Man is already doing his area of effect damage. We do not have to wait for it. My guy is already cooking them. On top of this, the upgraded Titan Cinema Man does have some form of stun protection in some way or another. I actually haven't seen it because I just got the unit, but I know it does for a fact. Also on top of this, the upgraded Titan Cinema Man is going to be the unit you use for when you go to high rounds and literally set records, get on the leaderboards. You can't do it without the upgraded Titan Cinema Man. He is your guy for when you're ranking up the leaderboards on endless mode. So either way, without further ado, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to break some records really fast. If you guys enjoyed this video and like to see more videos in this format, make sure you guys like and subscribe right now, or leave a comment down below saying, oh hey Hopeless, I love this video, it's awesome. Make sure you guys do that, and if you haven't already, make sure you guys watch tomorrow's video as well as yesterday's post. Either way, I'll see you guys again soon, and that's gonna be it for me. Bye!